Kriya and mantra is a tremendous booster for meditation. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing, how this happens. And for those of you who like the contents of my video, please don't forget to also press like and subscribe. This is going to greatly help my channel to be able to reach out to more people. And if you could drop a comment, I would love to hear from you. And if you could also share it with your social media, I would greatly appreciate that. Those of you who don't know me, I am Osman, hashtag the blind Muslim yogi. I am a bioenergy healer on a master level with telepathic healing capabilities, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, amongst a host of other physiological, psychological, and even spiritual ailments. I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having been practicing this art form for almost 50 years and teaching for now 46 years, having been studying this art form from various masters from different schools of thought, from different cultures and across the globe, from the Far East, the Middle East, the West, including these scientific communities, and creating my own unique protocols, adapting them for the 21st century, making them faster, easier, quicker, more time efficient, and results oriented. To that end, I now have students in over 100 countries, and my favorite protocol is my 5-minute yoga and meditation program, which you can download for free by visiting yogawellness786.com. Please remember, my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So, meditation itself is something very amazing, scientifically proven to be very helpful, and with over, I think, 50,000 papers, and it's been the second highest Google term during the COVID period. And nearly everyone knows the word meditation, and there's so many types of meditation. So if it is so tremendous and so helpful and so beneficial for those of you who was fortunate enough to find the right methods and the right teachers and a safer way of doing it, so there are ways of boosting it, and that is through the first way, which will boost it, I would say, an estimate of around, if you follow the correct method, the method as described by Paramahamsa Yogananda in his book Autobiography of a Yogi. So he doesn't give the detailed explanation, but I've modified and simplified that method, that Kriya that he explained. So we worked out from his calculations, you will boost your meditation by around 18,000 times. Sorry, 8,000 times. 8,000 times, right? Not 80, 8,000 times, right? By about 8,000 times more efficient. You're going to make your meditation, right? According to, the calculations. Then, of course, you're going to notice, the differences. And if you learn under someone like myself, you're going to even feel the difference and the booster. So, and that, when you experience the gradation and the increasing in the energy levels, which in the last, I would say, 6 7 years, I've experienced 723 energy levels increases in energy levels, right? From being from a normal energy healer to a master level energy healer. Then I've been rising in levels of master energy healer, trying to reach grand master level. I thought within about 12 levels I'll reach it. I've now reached today level number 723, and it's like a mind-blowingly high level, right? What used to take me about 4.5 hours to heal about just 3 years ago, about a month ago, for the same illness, took me 4 minutes flat to do the same thing. That's what 723 levels up in energy level. So that time a month ago was like level 700, at that time. And you can physically feel the energy levels rising. And it was rising every 2 weeks for most of that period until about 2 weeks ago, or 2.5 weeks ago, when I tried mantra, right? And then it boosted it 15 times higher, because what was taking every 2 weeks approximately, or every 15 days, like, twice a month rising, then suddenly started to rise every day. It's like 15 times faster than that 8,000. So 8,000 times 15, right? Makes it, making it super fast. So when we say mantra, so everyone know my name is Osman. I'm hashtag the blind Muslim yogi, right? Keyword is Muslim, and I'm using the word mantra. There is mantra not only in the Hindu. I'm using the term mantra. In Islam, say dhikr, right? Or ruqya, or the entire Quran is our mantra. It's the recitation is holy. There's certain parts of the Quran that you can recite for certain purposes. They are so powerful. Like there is, I mean, it is common knowledge. The open chapter of the Quran called Surah Fatiha and Surah Ikhlas, right? It's just four lines. Surah Fatiha is, or the opening chapter is also known as the seven most recited verses, and then Surah Ikhlas is like like the surah or the chapter on the oneness of God, right? It's just four lines, right? So seven for those 11 verses when you recite them, 1,000 each, man, even 100 each, it is mind blowing with power. So of course, you need to be someone on that level and doing it for a long time, and your dedication and reaching a certain level, and maybe genetics and inclination, and maybe possibly because my kundalini was awakened from a young age, and I had the I mean, I didn't try to awaken my kundalini and so forth. It just happened, right? But it wasn't an adverse kundalini awakening, although it was involuntary, but it wasn't adverse. In no way was multiple experiences of samadhi and all adverse, right? And mystic experiences in prayer, right? In Islamic prayers and so forth, right? Where you're feeling, like your heart is praying, what they call khushu, right? In Islam. So all these experiences, experiencing, and it is mind blowing with power, right? When you recite some of these things, there are some for protection. So even in the Christian prayer, right? The Christian prayer, in the Jewish prayers, even you can make your own prayer. Some people's prayer alone, not from any scripture, when they pray, their prayer is like maybe someone in a very destitute situation, and you went and took advantage of them and cheated them and robbed them, and when they curse you, man, that curse can affect you very badly. People have power, right? Depending the amount of feeling behind it and the strength behind it, right? So there are certain recitations also. That's why when we say mantra, just using the common word, because it's now becoming English word, right? It's no more used in its traditional Sanskrit meaning, only traditional Hindu based the thing. And also Hindu is not a religion. It is considered a way of life that embracing all faiths, because it includes monotheistic and beyond monotheist, the Dvaita, the Vishtadvaita, and the Advaita, right? Schools of thought, and there's so many different schools of thought, and there's a place for you can say it's like a general philosophy that has a different slice and explanation for even the Jewish religion, Christian religion, Muslim religion, Buddhist religion. They got slices there that can fit into it, right? So we won't call Hindu a different religion. That is incorrect, right? It is a very broad field of ancient knowledge that has got a lot of secrets in it, and also a lot of misunderstandings, from people. So there is some that can tremendously. When I implemented that, man, I couldn't, when I stood up and did the prayer at night, I had to sit and do it, because it like dropped me. I had to grab. Lucky there was a wall on the side. I had to grab the wall. That's how powerful, some of these mantras. And fortunately, unlike the other religions, yeah, every word, every alpha, every verse is very powerful, from the Quran. Entire Quran is a mantra, right? As for those of you don't know, right? And everyone's welcome to it, right? You can just come and try it out, right, for yourself. And if you want to try the efficacy of it and so forth, and you have to be spiritually awakened, to feel the impact of it. If someone you sensitive to these things, a lot of people are awakened, right? They call, I hear everyone say, no, I'm woke, I'm awakened. So welcome to try these things out, right? And for yourself, and see for yourself. So these things can tremendously boost. So in theoretically, the kriya of Yogananda I'm giving you will increase your meditation progress by up to about 8,000 times, and the mantra can further improve it a further 15 times, right? 15 times the 8,000 times, right? So 10 times 8,000 is 80,000. So 120,000 times. 15 times 8,000 is approximately 120,000, right? Can improve your meditation progress 120,000 fold, right? Sounds like an unbelievable number, right? So that is why people they do meditation say, "How come I'm not making progress?" Right? Even when you're doing 120,000 speed, you feel like you're not making progress. But of course, you start feeling the power. Learn on the people who knows what they're teaching. I'm teaching, and I know what I'm teaching. Is it surprising that it is not uncommon for my students to have an out of body experience within 1 to 2 days? Not every student, but it's not uncommon, right? From total West, I mean, people, my students from France, from Germany, from Switzerland, from Sweden, right, from Ireland, from UK, right, from Morocco, from Algeria, Muslim countries, from Dubai, right, from Saudi Arabia. I've got, you know, from Israel, right? I got students, right? Jewish students, right? I got. So I'm not, biased from, any religion and this. And I had some students who were satanic. Open, he said, I'm a satanic. Okay, but I'll teach you yoga because this is good for your health. Going to improve your health, improve your mind, your mindset, and evolve you, to higher levels. And your choice of religion is, I don't get into it. Religion is something personal, right? Is none of my business, right? My business is like health, nutrition, exercise, flexibility, mindfulness, right? And improving mindfulness and improving, your handle on stress and management of stress, management of your life, right? That this is what my business is. Your religion is not my business, right? So hope that information helps you and motivates you, and try to get in touch with people who knows what they are teaching, right? So take care of yourself always.